We live in a world where our worth is measured by how much we produce, that if you're not being busy in burnout, you're not successful. But what if that mindset of burnout, constant hustle culture, and all these endless to-do lists is really taxing us more than we think? In this video, I want to talk about exactly that, our relationship with time, work, and the value that we give ourselves based on these elements, and really what it means to build a meaningful life and something that is more than just being busy. Now, if this is interesting to you, stay tuned. Before I get into all of that, I just want to introduce myself in case you're new to the channel. My name is Jason and you're watching Successipe. Now let's get into the first concept. Okay, step number one, the productivity trap. What do I mean by that? We have been trained that work equals self-worth or value. And let me give you an example. When you wake up, at least this is how I used to wake up, I would grab my phone and I would scroll through my emails looking for some kind of validation, or that I only feel valuable as if I'm working my entire day, from the very moment I wake up to the very moment I go to sleep. But what I want to address here in terms of the trap is that identifying that true productivity is the work inside and owning your time to do the things that you need to do. Yes, to then become productive in your working day. For example, when you wake up, own that first hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever you want to give yourself. Go out and meditate, go out and run, things that I like to do. And then, I come home, I make something nutritious to eat, drink some coffee, whatever it is. And then I'm in a good place, in a power position to now start my working productivity day. But I wouldn't be able to be as productive in that period if I just kept doing that trap mentality of waking up and starting work. We're not allowing ourselves that power within ourselves to grab that time and own it. Great. Now let's move on to the concept number two. And that is what I call the shift, that the inner work is work. I struggle a lot with this. And this is one of the reasons why I'm making this video, because I think that y'all might have this understanding as well and feeling that if I'm not being productive or running around crazy, idling wildly, that I don't feel valuable, that doing meditation or art or anything that is the invisible form of work, I just feel like I'm wasting time. When I owned the restaurant and the media company, I would just run around in a wild state because I was just totally frazzled and I was burned out. And I started to become addicted and unaware of the wasteful time that I was putting in. But I felt like I had to be like that to be successful. If the business wasn't coming in for like the lunch, I would, send people home and then I would take the reins and try to do everything. I didn't know how to relax. I didn't know how to calm myself down and respect my time and make time slots available for me to rest, regroup, restore, and then be in a productive place. As I was talking about, the power position. Now, what I try to focus on after learning from all those mistakes is that doing things not connected to constant productivity, like learning how to relax, talking with friends on a very chill way, meditating, doing art, doing extracurricular activities that has no connection to work productivity, actually starts to develop an internal strength to give you that stamina, to give you the capabilities to have power to continue to push in the productivity of work that you want to be. We all want to be successful. However, we have forgotten that doing internal work, rest, relaxation, development outside of the work environment is actually part of the success process. And if we forget that piece, then we are left vulnerable and in a higher position of burnout. Being relaxed, restoring your mind, body, spirit, it doesn't look productive, but it is the building blocks and the foundation of everything. Now on to step number three, and that is redefining your success. Quiet doesn't mean laziness. Stillness doesn't mean defeat. We are growing. We have to redefine how we see positive growth in relaxation. It's not something that needs to be neglected. It needs to be improved, focused on. Now, when I catch myself moving like a crazy person, I start to ask myself now, is this giving me nourishment? Is this giving me the power and the nutrients to progress and advance? A lot of the times, if I'm asking myself this question, the answer is no, because I'm now noticing, I'm learning the language through emotional intelligence and practicing these arts, is that if I'm asking myself this question, therefore, this must be telling me that I am being overworked. I'm pushing myself to the limits, and I don't want to do that. The Japanese have this style of eating. They only eat 70% of fullness. They want to preserve that 30% because they don't want to be oversaturated. This is kind of how I actually look at my success in work and production measurement. I'm a little higher. I like to be at like 80, 85 because I'm a doer, I'm a worker, but I still give that buffer zone to allow that safety net of not spilling over into overwork and burnout. Success isn't how much am I doing? Now it's more about how am I living? Am I living fulfilled? Am I living happy? Am I living creatively? Then I'm on the right path. Cool. Now I just want to recap this. We don't have to earn the right to rest. We deserve rest. We have a body. We have only one life on this planet. Let's respect it. You do not have to prove your value through exhaustion, and you're not behind. You're not broken. You're just building something that takes time. This is a really great mantra. I'd like to say this a lot when I'm feeling in a rush or I'm feeling like I'm not good enough. I'll say it one more time. I'm not broken. I'm not late. I'm not behind. I'm just building something that takes time. This gives us a runway to succeed. Nothing is short. We have a lot of distance to travel, a lot of time until we finally take off. If this hit home to you, or if you know someone that is in burnout or working like a crazy person and is not valuing their time, their work, their life, please share this with them. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Again, it keeps the channel rolling. And if you want to check out more content, check this video out right here where we talk about loneliness and how to overcome it and turn it into something positive. Until next time, my name is Jason and you're watching the Successipe. Ciao.